What do we make of these damning revelations? For perspective, I'm joined in the studio by one of India's leading editors, Veer Sanghvi, senior BJP leader, VP Singhal's also with us, and our correspondent who's broken these stories, Ashish Khaitan. Mr. Sanghvi, I come to you. So far the RSS has been saying that this has got nothing to do with senior RSS functionaries. Now we're seeing a key witness nailing a top national executive member who's very close to Mohan Bhagwat and a former BJP MP involved as well. These revelations blow holes in the defense of the RSS. What do you make of these revelations?
I think, Rahul, one of the things we've always been worried about is that the RSS, while its supporters will tell you does many good things, has at its core people who owe allegiance to an ideology which is, for want of a better term, fascist, and who are determined to rid India of what they see as the Muslim menace. The BJP derives from the same organization. Elements in the BJP, therefore, are also on this lunatic communal fringe. The danger with any such organization, be it the RSS or the BJP, is to guard against such people going off the deep end, because almost by definition, if you listen to somebody like B.L. Sharma Prem, the man is a lunatic. The line between being a lunatic and being dangerous is a thin one. The only way you can guard against this is when you find people with such extreme views who spew hatred, who support violence, is that you should act against them. I'll tell you a story about B.L. Sharma Prem. When the BJP was in power, I did a television program in those days for Star called A Question of Answers. He appeared on the show, and the things he said about Muslims, about Christians, were so venomous and so horrifying that we couldn't telecast those parts of the show. I went and saw a very senior BJP minister. Remember, the BJP was in power then. I won't name him, but one of the BJP's topmost leaders. And I said, how can you support this man? Arey chhod do, pagal hai, etc. I said, fair enough. He's mad, but he's your candidate. He's your MP. Unless you disown these kind of lunatics and cranks, at some stage or the other, they will turn to violence and they will do your party damage. Well, they haven't disowned them. All of them are turning to sort of various forms of undesirable activity, some of them even to violence, and I think the BJP and the RSS can only hold themselves responsible.
Mr. Singhal, respond to that. The failure seems
I'm responding to no one. I just want to know, after all that investigation, what has been the motive behind these activities?
Whose activities? Of the people?
Activities you just showed. What is the motive? What is the motive found by the investigators? He's the investigator. Who, come on, let me know the motive.
Now, Ashish is our correspondent. He'll be happy to answer that question.
Yes, motive kya tha?
The motive of this
whatever they did, what is the motive for which they did it?
Motive is, you clearly heard B.L. Sharma on tape saying that he wants to convert India into a Hindu Rashtra. Let me finish. They are all on the tape saying that they don't believe in the Constitution of India. In fact, they don't believe in the very idea of India. Their ideas urinate in the well of the very idea of India. Let me finish.
But there's nothing to do with the motive.
This is the
One
motive.
man saying this is not the motive of an organization.
No one is saying that this is the motive of the organization. One second, what Mr. Sanghvi is saying, the failure seems to be of the BJP and the RSS to disown these fringe elements. No one's case is that everybody in the BJP or the RSS is like that.
Saffron, there's no saffron in the
I will tell you why we should call them Saffron, because they are members from the RSS, they are members from the VHP, they are former BJP parliamentarians. There is one current sitting BJP parliamentarian whose name we are not taking it on the TV channel. So there are people who are associated with the Saffron Parivar. And this is not just one individual. There are people from Madhya Pradesh to Gujarat to UP to Delhi. They are spread across the nation. There is not just one individual. And your organization and your Parivar has done nothing.
I don't like this shouting. I don't like this shouting.
These elements of the organization.
I can shout louder than you.
Okay, let Ashish, let Mr. Singhal respond.
You make your point.
Still you have not told me the motive for it.
I will tell you what the motive is, Mr. Singhal. From the general big picture that emerges from these investigations is, as you've got on the left extreme fundamentalists who do not believe in the idea of India, you've got on the right as well a bunch of people who don't believe in the idea of India. They want to rid India of its minorities, and they want to do
those who
so.
believe in the idea of India, they are committing the rape of the Constitution day in and day out. Such a commission. Reservations for Muslims.
Let's not go. One second. Let's not go into other tangential issues. Mr. Singhal, let's stay focused on the expose and of the revelations, because that's the story. The question that Mr. Singhvi, let's listen. What does
Rahul, you have to see who all are damaging the Constitution. And if everybody is damaging the constitution, what have we made of it? Two people getting some accident somewhere, they burn up the car, they burn up the thing. No law. I mean,
there is a
no
plot over here to assassinate the Vice President of India.
No, that is.
Will you condone that or will you condemn that?
It's madness of the worst kind, and it's stupidity of the worst kind. I won't say madness, it's stupidity of the worst kind. If a person thinks that he can do this and get away with it, what is he going to do? That's why I asked you, what was the motive for it?
Okay, let's look at what the BJP
Can I
is saying.
sort of respond to what he's saying?
Yeah,
I think it's just about reasonable to say, not to me but to him, to say that there is a rape of the constitution being carried on by elected functionaries, so why single out these guys? My problem with that is when Muslim terrorists are arrested, he never uses that argument.